Hi, and welcome back to all my subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, what is wrong with you? Okay, today I wanted to basically do some clarification on a video that I did before saying that I don't agree with comprehensive input. And I still don't agree with comprehensive input because I don't believe that a learner is able to work out what is this n plus one, one level above your current level. Like, how are you going to know that if you don't know the language? How is that even possible for you to determine as a self-learner? And that means you need to go to classes or whatever. And even then, the native speaker or the professor may or may not be able to work out your level. So I just think that's just a complete waste of time, and you're not getting yourself any favors by doing that. I think that you should get yourself a grammar book, learn the grammar of the language, and start doing some courses and learn the language. What I'm not saying is that you shouldn't get input by native materials. I 100% believe that you should learn and use input from native materials. Now, when I was doing French and Italian, I did a thing on our forum called the Super Challenge, which is to read 100 books and watch 100 films in your target language. And I did, for French, I did that twice, and for Italian, I did it twice. So I basically read 400 books in Italian and watched 400 movies in Italian, and I watched the equivalent of 400 movies in French and read 400 books in French. But what I did not do is start reading some child's book, and I did not watch Peppa Pig, in Italian. I watched actual stuff I was interested in. And yes, it was way above my starting level. When I did French, I started with Stephen King's The Stand, which I think is called La Grippe in French. It's a massive book, as all Stephen King books are. And I probably knew less than 50% of the words on the page. But by the end of the book, I was reading it no problem. And basically, it was because I was motivated and I was interested in the book. I did not start out with children's books. I didn't start out with young adult books or teenage books because that just doesn't interest me. And I have no time to be wasting doing that. So this whole comprehensive input thing, I don't believe is worthwhile. I think you find a book that you're interested in and you dig into it. And if that means you have to spend a lot of time with a dictionary, well, so be it. But by the end of the book, you'll be better, and by the next book, you'll be better, and by the next book, you'll be even better. I watched every episode of all of the Star Trek films dubbed into French. So that was original series, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise, Next Generation, you name it, I watched it. And I watched all of them in French. I initially started with French subtitles, and then I moved on to just French. And I just watched the whole thing in French. And that wasn't the only thing I watched, because I watched a lot more stuff in French, but all of the Star Treks add up to something like 600 hours of a language, So I'm not saying don't use materials in the target language. What I'm saying is don't waste your time trying to find things that are slightly above your current level. Just find something that interests you and get on with it. And also, if you're interested in the Super Challenge, we do this. It's a recurring event. It happens all the time, and we generally it happens. Typically starts in May and goes through to December of the following year. So it'll end in December of this year, 2023, and it'll start on the 1st of May next year. And if you want to have a go, and if you're up to the challenge, we invite you around to the forum to have a go at it. Now, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Let me know in the comments, why you think everybody should be doing, N+1 comprehensive input, blah blah blah. I'm happy to hear your argument for or against my position, and that's it. So anyway, I just wanted to put this out there because I think I gave the wrong impression before that I was against input by native materials. I'm so not against that. I mean, that is what I think you should be doing. I just don't think you should be trying to chase this N+1 fairy tale. So that's it from me. If you like this sort of video, please press the like button. You don't have to be a subscriber, but you can like the video without subscribing. So please press the like button. If you want to get notifications of this sort of thing, press the bell and subscribe. So thanks a lot, and I will see you soon. Bye.